What is up, my party people? How are we doing this fine morning? So today I'm talking about why I started flipping, why I think you should start flipping, why I think flipping is a great hobby to be into, and what I recommend you start flipping with. My favorite beginner ballad songs. So I started flipping a little bit before Christmas time 2 years ago, and I started with a Temu knife. It was a hot dog knife. It kind of had like that CSGO curve to it. It's really stupid. But then for Christmas, I got two Amazon trainers. I couldn't tell you what they're called. One was kind of like a Benchmade 42 clone, except it was a trainer and really skinny and kind of pinched you when you flipped it, and it was really heavy, but all the weight was in the handles. Those are the two knives I got. The other one was a black. It was tiny. It wasn't very good. But I eventually got a good, I would say good, Amazon trainer. It was in Andux. I don't remember. It was pretty much an Arctic clone. But after I kind of decided, like, hey, I think this hobby's pretty cool. Like, I always thought it was cool with the, I don't know. I always just thought the art of flipping was really cool. But then I finally got a real good knife. And that's when I was like, huh. Like, there's a lot to this hobby. And then that's when I actually got Instagram. I got Instagram pretty late. And I realized that there's like a whole group of people online that you can be friends with and flip with, and there's a lot of really cool people out there. And so I eventually was like, okay, I need a good trainer now. So I think the cheese is what I should have started out with. The cheese is really solid. It's like $50. Sounds really good too. I don't know if you guys can hear that. But this, if I was starting again, like restart, but I knew everything I did now, I'd probably get a cheese. There's a lot of like $50 knives that, not even a lot, but the ones that are $50 are really hard to compare to the cheese. The Zenith 2.0, I believe it's 60, but it just doesn't perform as well as the cheese does. This one's obviously, like, you can put some zippy inserts in there and use the handle indicators, but the cheese has just surpassed it in its ability to flip. It has a much nicer weight. The Zenith, I feel like it's pretty handle biased without the insert, but having the insert does make this a lot nicer. There's also a pretty annoying ring on it without the insert. But these two knives are pretty beginner friendly, I would say. I mean, for a beginner, I don't think this is too bad. Maybe for the blade shape, it kind of does suck. Only having a little tiny edge here and on the flat side, or the bite side. It is kind of hard to tell, which is one thing I don't like about this for beginners. But other than that, it's not too bad. It's just with this, there's like the nub here, it has cheese marks. I would mess this thing up. I dropped it. This is my my walker now, where if I'm going on a walk outside and I'm flipping over concrete, that's the knife I'm flipping. Because I don't want to hurt this one because, I mean, it's my BB Barfly. It's my only BB Barfly I have. And I don't want to hurt it. So I try my best not to drop this on anything hard. I'll drop it on the, carpet, but nothing else too crazy. And I would definitely, for your first knife, get a trainer. I would not recommend getting a live blade, just because if you're like brand spanking new, you're going to cut yourself. Maybe a false live, because then later you can sharpen it. But usually the steel is kind of stuck on false lives, I would say. And you still kind of risk poking yourself, because those tips are usually sharp enough to kind of still cut you. I've dropped every single knife so far. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. But yeah, there's definitely plenty of knives out there. But overall, I recommend the Cheese. The Zenith is a competitor, I would say, but it definitely does not hold to the Cheese's standards. What else did I say I was going to talk about? I don't remember. Let's look at my notebook. No, I said how you should start. I don't know. I would definitely just go buy a Cheese, guys. You don't have to get it in yellow. You can get it in blue or whatever. I just think it's nice to have the yellow cheese colored stuff, But yeah, that's my little knife spiel there for you guys. So hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for the next video.